Alright, I'm Siren's Sage. So, I had to take a break from playing other games to try to do some stuff in Genshin because I have been missing out on some of the events that they've been having because I've been too busy with stuff. And because they are going to be releasing a bunch of more stuff, I kind of do have to get a move on with things because I'm already so far behind. So they already released a new story chapter for the main story, which is what we're getting ready to do now. I also unlocked Dia's story quest, as you can see here. So I unlocked Dia's story quest. She's also available in the game finally. I do like her as a character in a way, like she's okay, but I'm personally not really gonna care to try to get her. I don't really, I don't care. We also have Khaenri'ahan as a hangout option now. Haven't attempted her stories, but I do like these hangouts. A lot of people do. There's been people saying that they want more. It would be nice to have a hangout with all characters in the game. But if they are going to do that, though, I think instead of having this scrolling nonsense like this, they need to put all of these character stories in a row like this. Like when you go to select characters, you see how all the characters are in a row like this? They need to do it like that. That way it's easier for you to get through the characters and find who you're looking for, instead of doing like a side scroll thing. It's easier to have them layered over each other like this, so you can go through 5 at a time and get through them a lot quicker. You just see the character and you click on them. But I think the reason why they don't do that is they want the character's art to be shown. See how it's like the character with the background? It's basically just the character's artwork. Like if you click on a character, you have, like if I went to Skara and I went to Avatar, it's just this. It's just their artwork like that. Which isn't wrong. Yeah, that's a new feature they added a while back. When you click on characters that you have, you hit the triangle, which is Avatar, and it just displays that character's art, or splash art is what people call it. So, that's fun. Alright. So let's get down there. So that's what we have to do. I have to do Dia's story quest, the main story quest, and then the hangout for Khaenri'ahan. They're also adding a wind bloom festival again at some point, so I don't want to wait around, because if they add that, I'm going to be too far behind to do anything. So this music is always so loud. When you come to the city, the music is like blazing. I like how that reappeared and disappeared. My game loads funny, so that's why sometimes if you see me walking slow like this when I'm playing, it's because I'm waiting for everything to load around. Because if I don't let stuff load, I'll get a load error where my console will blue screen and it'll like quit the game. It did that to me for the first time the other day, and it's a loading error. Forgot what the number is. It's like CD or CE like 38574 or something like that. See how it, like the color, do you see it fading in and out on her? I don't even know what that is. What is that? Something going through her breast. I think it's, oh, I know what it is. It's the pure behind her going through her character model. So I don't know what is going on. Every time they do an update on this game, there is something that will slowly start to break. Is it all of them? Yeah, it is. What that is, it is the pure behind them trying to show it to me. And because he's so close to the wall, he's becoming semi-transparent, and it's trying to show it to me. Like the water's disappearing, and it's showing me the pier, the logs in the water. I don't think it's supposed to do that, but every time they do an update though, something in my game breaks. Like something will break. So I try to be careful with it. So when I load into a new area, I try to just walk around for a bit, because the game loads funny. So we're supposed to run into Dain, I think. I don't know.
Huh? Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Teyvat, right?
Hey, you're that blonde girl, because, like, what? I mean, we don't have very many blonde characters in this game, but there are quite a few of them, and they do exist. But they act as if though she is the only blonde I've ever seen. But in Sumeru, she probably really is.
Who's asking? Do you need something from us?
You bet I do.
Okay.
I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Well, we are always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim. So, what address did that person give you anyway?
What, to be something like blonde girl in the stars?
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
What? So the address is Khaenri'ahan?
Exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate him. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here.
Let me see this letter. I'm really curious about who could have sent it. Or great. Well, let me see the letter. I'll just...
Of course. Here it is. All yours.
Come on! Paimon wants to have a look too!
Flash me with text. Oh, that's smaller than I'd hoped. It's Kaya? It's been a while. How have you been? I've heard that the two of you are traveling in Sumeru, and I happen to be in Port Ormos on official business. Lately, I've been stopping by the tavern for a drink or two every afternoon. If luck's on my side and this letter successfully reaches you, come to me then, and we can catch up on old times. We'll see it as a fated encounter. So, I don't know. I keep hearing so many mixtures of lore on this game, and I'm the type of person where I try not to get too into it because I want to find out stuff for myself. I want, like, the surprise of finding something out for myself, like how they changed Skara's element from Electro to Animo. That was surprising. I like being, you know, surprised and caught off guard with stuff versus just knowing everything already. But there is a story that... Apparently, Lumin and Aether are actually from Khaenri'ahan. They're from there. And Albedo is from there as well. Which is why if you look at Albedo's outfit, he has the same similar star patterns, like sword star patterns, that Aether and Lumin do, because they're all from the same place. Reason why I say that Albedo is from there is because Albedo's creator, Rhine-daughter, whose name means gold, when she created him, she was actually from there. That's how she used the abilities to create Albedo in the first place, is because she had knowledge of how to do that from where she came from. Because Khaenri'ahan was a place that had no god. It was a nation without a god. And the civilizations there had built like their own life forms, like machinery. And I guess because Albedo is made of chalk, he's like a... What's the word I'm looking for? Like a homunculus, kind of, like he was something made from something. So, not only that, apparently Kaya is from there too. And so is Dain. That's why Kaya has the star in his eye, which is the same star pattern that Lumin, Aether, and Albedo all as well have. Even Dain. That's why their outfits are all similar with similar stars and sword patterns. So it's believed that he was actually a spy from Khaenri'ahan, sent to Mondstadt for a reason. Though they said he was only set there to destroy the wine industry, I think that there was something more further to that. I've also heard theories as well that, like, the unknown god, like Asmodee, she supposedly stole our Gnosis and gave it to Kaya, but I think that's just fan speculation, because I've seen artwork of him holding it, and then he has like the eye patch off and one of his eyes is orange and looks like Asmodee's. Not only that, there's another theory that Paimon is actually Asmodee's daughter, that she is from Celestia, but because Asmodee wanted to destroy humanity and Paimon didn't, she basically resisted what her mother had told her to do. She had all of her power taken and like sealed away, and she was shrunken into an imp form, kind of like what Zant does to Midna in Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, how he shrinks her into an imp creature using the mask's power. That's basically what happened to Paimon, that she has a full-size body, the same size as Lumin, but Asmodee sealed her power and turned her into an imp. I don't know how true that is, but they say that's why Paimon has knowledge of things that she shouldn't, and it's also why she's the only one who flies. Well, now Skara is a second flying character, but that's why she flies, and has symbols, and even has a star in her hair that looks exactly like Asmodee. I don't know how true that is, but I am very curious if all of that is true. I don't know.
Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does describe him pretty well.
Yeah, can't say I'm hugely surprised. This is definitely Kaya's style.
From what he wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it reaching us.
Yeah, you seem pretty hopeless.
Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Do you think he's making this sound like a miracle of fate so that we'd have to go meet up with him?
Well, no harm done. It'll be nice to catch up with him. I would say very scheming indeed. I don't know, if you're living in a world where you have thousands of friends, well, maybe not thousands, she does have a lot of friends though, like I want to say 10 to 20 friends in each region. If one of them suddenly goes to a place where they're not from looking for you, that is kind of like, what? Like, why would he be here? He has no reason to be here. That's like going to Inazuma and finding Klee. It's like, what? Scheming indeed.
Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to see old friends.
I didn't say that, but okay.
The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon. Perhaps we should drop in on him then, huh?
Jafar, isn't that the name of the guy from Aladdin who tries to kidnap Jasmine? Yeah, I like how it has the brother-sister symbols. Did you see it? It's not on this. Yeah, it is, actually. Right above the flashing yellow diamond, where it says Destined Encounter. Right above that artwork, it's Lumion and Aether together with the stars. I don't know, I've just been hearing so much on this game. It's those symbols. Like, supposedly, if you look at the twins' artworks, apparently Lumion is holding Aether's sword, and Aether is holding Lumion's sword. That supposedly Lumion's sword is supposed to be dark and be bent different. It's supposed to have like a circle in it, because she's supposed to be representing the moon, and Aether is supposed to be representing the sun. Like, each twin has like their own default sword. It's the swords that they start the game with. I mean, you don't actually get it in game, but like that first opening cutscene of them fighting Asmodee, the swords, the white, like yellow ones that they're holding, even when you meet Aether again, he like the camera zooms in on it when he first enters frame, so I don't know, I've just been hearing so much that I don't know.
This was a first for me. It's a good thing luck was on my side.
Alright, so we have to wait until the following afternoon, around 16, so I mean, it's interesting what people come up with, but like, I want to figure it out for myself, because there is a lot of things that are curious about this game, but I kind of feel like I want to figure it out for myself. Like, there's also another theory that Venti knew where Aether was. The moment he met Lumion, he knew where her brother was, he just never told her. And they don't know why. Like, no one knows why. I've also read a belief that the reason why Venti knew where Aether was is supposedly Venti is the son of the god of time. And because the god of time can control everything, and he is her son, it's believed that he knows shit. But I don't know. There's also another theory that Skara even hints at it. He's like, the star in the sky are fake. It's believed that the world of Teyvat is actually fake. It was created by Asmodee to keep humans in check. That there is no real world or real Earth. Like, Teyvat is a world that she made. That's created by her, and she governs over everything in it, even though the other gods do exist. Like, they bow under her, or something like that. And that's why she rules in Celestia, and why each of the gods have the connection to Celestia via their gnosis. However, if their gnosis are taken, they're no longer connected to Celestia, so I feel like the gods really are on Lumion's side. Because Aether wants to destroy Celestia. He wants to destroy it because they were the ones who destroyed Khaenri'ahan. But because each of the gods that we know, Venti, Zhongli, A, and Nahida, all had their gnosis taken. Therefore, they have nothing to do with Celestia any longer. They're not connected to it. They've been severed from it. So, even if Aether does destroy Celestia, the gods will not be destroyed themselves. Because their gnosis, they no longer have them. So, Not only that, Nahida's was never taken. It used up all the power to power the Akasha, so she doesn't have a Gnosis. But Zhongli and Venti do, and it doesn't make any sense because the Cryo Archon is the one who took all of the other gods' Gnosises, and she's the one who's taking them all. That's Saritsa. In Snezhnaya. I don't understand why, but supposedly the Cryo Archon is stealing all of the other Gnosises for some reason. Maybe she wants to destroy Celestia too? But I've been hearing so many theories that I don't even know, like, what's real anymore. I try not to get into it because of that reason, for that reason alone.
Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
Like I said, though, I try not to say anything about stuff like that because those are just speculations, and I've already heard that Mihoyo is actually cracking down on people that are, well, it's mostly leakers, people that are leaking characters, and new areas. Everything that I just said is like speculations from other people. Those are not necessarily leaks because no one knows if they're true. They're just somebody's theory. They're not real. So, but even so, I do try to be careful when saying stuff like that because if it turns out that it is true, I don't want them to be like, "Oh, you leaked that," because that's just me hearing stuff from other people. Everything that I had just said about the gods and Paimon being really Asmodee's daughter, being really from Celestia, I don't even think any of that's true. It could be, but I doubt it. I think that Paimon is a being from Celestia, but is she Asmodee's daughter, the unknown god? I want to say no. I want to say that her and the unknown god come from the same kingdom, but that's probably about it. Go see what Kaya's doing. I clipped through the wall. Her head went through it. It was weird.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Huh? Well then, just the bill, please. It's just as well, I suppose. I do have other matters to attend to.
Please don't try to make me pay it. I hope he doesn't pawn it off on me.
Kaya, you're really here! Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Yeah, so there's actually another theory where people keep trying to say that Kaya is really Dain, which is stupid because they have different skin colors. It's not like he's trying to pull a Zelda thing. You know how Zelda transformed into Sheik? She could disguise herself in all of the games, because Sheik in Ocarina of Time was actually a male, but Sheik in every other game after that was a woman. So that's not what that is, even though there's people that are trying to say that's what that is.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all.
The hell?
And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
If you say so. Well, when I first joined this game back in October 2020, you were one of the first people I met. I haven't missed him, but I'm gonna just flatter him.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from Dean?
He's like, Jean gave me a vacation.
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her?
You terrified? I don't buy it.
The truth is, I'm in Sumeria to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes.
It's also believed that he's trying to get rid of the wine industry in Mondstadt as well. That's why he has a rivalry with Diluc. But it's not just that, because Diluc is actually his stepbrother, because Diluc's father had took Kaya in as his son before he was killed. So him and Diluc actually have a different history, but he is still trying to destroy the wine industry there. So is he trying to do the same thing here? 'Cause that doesn't make any sense.
Sumeru spices are famous the world over. It's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very popular spiced cocktail was invented. That's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
I don't know if I buy that at all.
And how did that go?
And he's like, well, Let me tell you, the star symbol in my eye is also the same as Lumine's star symbol on her scarf.
So far, so good. I'm already in talks with some spice merchants in Port Ormos about some potential collaboration.
Oh.
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Don Winery and Master D-Luke are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too, huh?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Dain Winery or not depends on how nice I'm feeling.
Oh my god. It's also believed that there's nothing wrong with his other eye, he just wears it for some reason. But I can't remember where I read that.
Hey! Using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very knightly, Captain!
I'm guessing you've been to Sumeria before?
Oh? What makes you say that?
You came to Sumeria all on your own, so you must be quite familiar with the place, yeah?
Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
Oh?
And? Do continue.
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my past wasn't exactly what I had in mind.
You don't have to go into great detail.
Well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young then. Dain Winery had only just taken me in. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Khaenri'ahan, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru.
Khaenri'ahan, not again.
And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo, and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear. It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you.
Speaking of Khaenri'ahan, how much do you really know about it?
Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Khaenri'ahan was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young.
No! What the... Dain is from there. I think he would know if it was here. Is that why Dain is here?
My life had less and less to do with Khaenri'ahan as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father, but then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than simply to give me a happier life.
Maybe.
A happy life sounds good to me, of course, even if it means being cut off from certain things. This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic.
But if you look at all of the characters in the game, Kaya is the only character besides Dain who has a star as a pupil in his eye, therefore proving that he is from Khaenri'ahan. Denizens of Khaenri'ahan have a star-like symbol in their eyes, and other people that are from there of a different type of like class or race just don the outfits with the symbols, like Lumine, Ether, and Albedo in particular.
These days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Khaenri'ahan that I have left.
That's how you say that? I thought it was Albrich. It's Albrich.
One deaf afternoon, please, boss.
Hello, Yuri Lowenthal.
Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I like how he just shows the hell up.
Dain's left?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me? Then we are already acquainted. Kaya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Huh?
The Abyss Order? The one my brother serves?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstadt after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, I recognize your eyes.
What I was just literally saying. People from Khaenri'ahan have a star symbol.
You're a pure-blood Khaenri'ahan, aren't you?
I literally just said that.
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've already let go of your ties to the past, then keep it that way.
Kaya, you're not involved with the Abyss Order in any way, are you?
He's like, I've been secretly helping your brother behind the scenes.
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing? Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been.
Okay, I wonder if because there's certain games where, like, if you say certain stuff, it changes the story, right? Like, it'll either change the story or change how a character feels about you. Like, in certain games, it'll say, like, on the upper left corner, so-and-so will remember that. Does what I say here affect how he feels about me? Should I say, I think, I guess? Or should it be, I trust you? I don't know, if I was really in this situation, knowing that he's from Khaenri'ahan, and he is from somebody who created the Abyss Order, who my brother apparently serves, and I'm trying to find Aether who's being a douchebag, I would be like, I don't know if I trust you anymore. Because it's funny how the Abyss Order is always attacked around Mondstadt where he is. But then again, maybe he's a victim just like me. I trust you, Kaya.
Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute.
What the hell
so
is
I'll
that?
leave the three of you to carry on the conversation without me.
What the hell was that? Was he supposed to stand up before that or what?
Well, alright then. You go do your thing, Kaya.
See you around. And Dainslif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
He has these creepy eyes where no matter what angle you're at, it feels like he's staring directly at you. Like the stars that are his pupils feel like they follow you constantly, and it becomes nightmarish. See what I mean? See what I mean? What the fuck?
You don't really trust him, do you,
Do you, Dain? You're
both
both
from
from
Khaenri'ahan,
Khaenri'ahan, but you get on like oil and water.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions.
You're gonna freak me out. Stop staring at me.
But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? This remains to be seen.
So you said that the Albrecht founded the Abyss Order?
Well, I suspect that they call your brother their prince, precisely because there is a succession of sorts.
Succession?
Oh, so if he was the founder, he'd be the king, right?
So what do you plan to do here in Sumeru?
I mean to investigate the Loom of Fate. Do you remember that name?
No, but I'm gonna say that I do.
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan! We learned about that back in Mondstadt.
Yeah, but that was ages ago. This is a type of game where they release parts on the main story like 3 to 4 to 6 months apart from each other, and I'm one of those people that have memory issues. I do have a neurological disorder, so I can't remember that. My mind has forgotten huge parts of this game, and I only remember cutscenes that I've either seen a million times, that have been memed 1,000 times, or cutscenes that I liked that were so memorable enough that I precisely cut them out and cropped them out of my normal playthroughs and uploaded them as separate videos myself, such as like Kazuha taking on the Electro Archon to protect us. I remember that. Because I've seen it 1,000 times. You got any plan?
Not new. Not exactly. My memories suffer from erosion. But while I was recovering my health recently, I suddenly remembered something.
Oh?
Your brother. He mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together.
So that was already a thing several centuries ago.
Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru when the matter was brought up.
So, you're going to the place that he mentioned back then?
That's another thing. This game likes to just jump all over the place. Because apparently... Oh god. Aether supposedly went through all of Tevat while Lumine was sealed inside the meteor for 500 years. Like, she was stuck asleep and he was trying to look for a way to free her, which is why he started on his journey to travel across the world, I guess. Then something happened, and then we awoken, and then we started on ours trying to look for him. So it's like, oh my god.
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way or another to this concept. If I recall correctly, we were somewhere in Avidya Forest then.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Maybe we'll discover some secret that's lain hidden for hundreds of years!
No. Now is not the time.
Are we waiting for the perfect moment? Are you concerned about the Abyss Order? Are you waiting for the perfect moment?
No, it's just...
What?
I'm still waiting for my drink.
Seriously?
Oh my god. After he finishes his drink, you prepare to leave. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Hey, you know what? If you pay money for a drink, you better get that drink. Oh my god. Oh, he's lucky I opened up that pathway there. When you first come to Sumeru, this is where you enter Sumeru from, is right here. And the pathway that it wants me to go, originally it's blocked off by vines. I can't remember what I did to open it. Because there's a couple world quests where you get to go around using the little Aranara, and there was one of them in particular that had an ability to get rid of vines. Where am I? What the f... And oh yeah, I think it was that dendro thing that's lit up. You gotta hit it to do something to, you gotta do, I think this was destroyed. And you use one of the R&R, there was 3 of them. One could move stones, one could vines, and one could restore these. I think I do have that ability if I had my harp equipped. If I come up to statues that are broken, because I have the song from the R&R, I can restore monuments that are broken. So basically you restore it, hit it with Dendro, and then it gets rid of it. But that's a world quest that you have to do. So I feel sorry for the people that did not complete that are trying to do this, because you will be locked out of here. Some of the world quests I've done are super long though. They take literally, like, one of them took me 4 months to do, and that's the one I'm talking about. Because there was like 4 parts to it. What am I going up? Oh, I kind of see like a... Wait. Maybe it was outside. It is. The little white arrow is telling me up. It wasn't necessarily in this cave, but for people who have to come in there though. Oh god. I could just use Scar to climb, because he flies, that's what I mean. But how am I not? Jesus. Not only that, when he flies he gets a different stamina bar that's different from the regular stamina bar. So
The wind rises.
this.
Search for it.
Grab it, grab it. Oh god. Please stop. Oh my god. Where? Okay. He has been helping me out a lot though since I got him, because there's some things I can't reach that you can just use him to get, because he can fly. He's a really advantageous character, so the people who skipped on him, I feel bad for those people. He's the only character in the game that can fly. It's a player character. I really hope I don't get hit by something in this cutscene, because I'm gonna be annoyed. I can't be hit though, this is a main cutscene.
This place, it's familiar.
Okay, I like how that house way in the distance almost looks like a derpy face of some guy going,
What about it? It looks pretty normal to Paimon. Was it like this hundreds of years ago too?
Well, you know, we're still kind of new in Sumeru, so how would I be able to tell if this was all the same years ago?
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human activity here after all. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
What are we looking for, though?
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever owns that house over there. But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. You could be forgiven for thinking nothing was ever grown here. Or, wait, maybe nothing ever was grown here.
I like how he
It's
said.
an extinguished bonfire. Forest rangers, perhaps?
I like how he said, "Let's split up and look," and we've just been standing here talking the whole time.
Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire, too. That's responsible.
It was them. It was Dain and Ether who did it, I bet you.
Nothing else stands out in this area. All that's left is that building. Come on.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging in? What if someone's home?
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area. We should be able to enter without incident.
Boy, your cape is fancy. Where do I get one of those? So if you look at his outfit design and look at Lumen and Ether's, it is very similar. And I'm not talking about the, oh, blue and black. No, the damn little star symbols all over it. See that star, like, kind of like, I hate to say it, in between his legs, near his knees? You see, and then look at Lumen's scarf. It's identical. Only thing is hers is a little bigger, and that's symbolism in itself. I'm not gonna go there.
If you say so, well, you lead the way then, Dain.
She talks like I would talk. Like, yeah, you go. I'll follow you. Duh. Open door. Yeah.
Huh? So there really isn't anyone home. Ugh, this place is so dusty. Paimon bets no one's lived here in years.
Investigate carefully. We mustn't miss a single detail.
Every time I go to say something, they talk over me. What I'm trying to say is, I need to stop and stand to let them finish their dialogue, because there has been time in these story quest things where I'll go to do something when they're talking and it interrupts what they're saying. So if you ever see me just like standing around, I'm just waiting in case there is more dialogue.
This bed looks pretty ordinary. Huh. There's nothing underneath it either. What sort of person would want to live here? It's so dark and damp. Can't be all that comfortable.
Hey, there's some people who would be lucky to even have a bed. You know what I'm saying?
There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared that whatever's inside might bite her fingertips off.
I wanted to go towards the like medicine grinder thing. I didn't want to open the box first, but shit. I didn't. Oh my god. The dialogue things options were too close to each other and I hit the wrong one. I hope that doesn't sequence break anything. I'm one of those people who will look at other stuff besides the obvious thing, and the box is obvious in the room. That's why I was trying to avoid it. But what in the world is going through your head? You sure are going to places with your paranoia. Alright.
Huh? This is a mirror.
An R&R mirror.
It's broken too. Was this a makeup box?
Doubt it. Watch her see something. What is the outside? Is my game freaking out? My game's been doing weird graphical things. I'm trying to decide if it's just my console or if it's the way the game plays, because Warriors Ritchie 3 Ultimate did a weird graphical thing to me the other day too, where like the ground turned gray, the trees started like turn white. They were like glowing white, and the sky turned completely black. And I've been playing that game since like 2012, and I've never ever had that happen. So I don't know if it's my console dying, or it's just these games can't play correctly. It's just a regular mirror. It's just broken. Yeah, it's just broken. Ether probably broke it. He's like, screw this shit.
That's kind of disappointing. Paimon was hoping we'd uncover some super big secret, especially after Dain talked this place up.
Okay. Like how that box magically closed. Is it still doing it? No, it's not. Alright. Maybe it's just loading weird, I don't know.
Look! It's a bowl! Guess whoever used to live here liked to cook, huh?
No, you need a cook to live. What the fuck? Anyway.
Can't you smell it? There's a heavy scent of medicinal herbs in here.
That's what I literally just said. Bowls with those things are often used to crush medicine or grind things up. It's an old style way of doing it.
Oh, so it's a medicine bowl? Seems you're right. You've got a good nose on you, Dain.
He's also from Khaenri'ahan, so he's not exactly normal. I'm gonna be...
Doesn't look like there's anything else worth their attention here. You sure we're in the right place, Dain?
My memories are quite foggy, but my subconscious and instincts both assert that something once happened here.
Yeah, because he said he traveled with ether throughout the whole world, and then I can't English. I'm just, my mind. That, like I said, I had that neurological problem. I do struggle to speak at times. What I'm trying to say is, he traveled with ether throughout the world, but then at some point throughout their journey, or during their journey, they had a disagreement, and Dain left. So, something happened here when he was with him.
But we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly. I hear noises outside. Let's go and check.
You know what kind of bothers me too? Is this is a top tier, high grade quality voice actor, and there's some people who don't know who he is. How the hell do you not know who Yuri Lowenthal is? That's like saying you don't know who Johnny Young Bosch is, or Crispin Freeman is, or Troy Baker. I'm losing it.
Noises? Is it...
Basically, he's Sasuke from Naruto. He's a bunch of other characters as well, but every time he talks, all I hear is fucking Sasuke.
It's not much. Just some minor adversaries.
Dain? He's like, bye! Fend for yourself, little girl. You know, hold on.
Wow!
Wow! I'm gonna just interrupt. I'm going to interrupt you because I'm a stupid asshole. I want to preemptively do this. I don't need to, but I probably don't need to. Anyway.
Although there are so many as full of surprises as Dain and Anyways, let's beat up these monsters!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Spirit Blade! Attack!
This ain't gonna do much.
Nice and sweet!
Squall Fury!
Burning alive. Also, you might notice it. I think they changed Skara's wind attacks, where they're accompanied by
I doubt that the appearance of
wind
those
drift.
monsters was wholly random. There must be something nearby that attracted them.
I noticed it basically. Skara has been changed slightly. When you do his elemental burst or attack, he gets like these like shiny like lines of waves. It almost looks like a strand that wraps around stuff. And I don't remember him ever doing that, because I would have noticed that. And I don't like know if they updated that with the new update, because they don't remember them saying that they were going to change the effects. But with him specifically, it is different.
A ley line anomaly, perhaps. But it seems to be more than that. Okay. I'll go slightly further out to investigate any issues with the nearby ley lines. I might be a while. You should wait for me here.
What? You're going alone? You better not be trying to keep some secret from us!
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. I merely think that this house should remain the focus of our investigation. And as such, someone ought to stay here and keep an eye on it.
Like, I know he's Yuri Lowenthal, but it does seem like he's putting on almost like an accent for Dain. I hear it every once in a while when he's like unwarranted. Like the way he said the R's and the A's. Because the word is unwarranted, but it sounded like he said unwanted. Like, he's getting that accent that I get.
Not to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating ley lines, I will be more than able to handle it alone.
Ah, yeah, but you stand out like a sore thumb, though. Anywhere and everywhere you go, you are just so there. You're in bright blue and black, for fuck's sake. And you're behind a bright green backdrop, which is the grass. You stand out horribly.
Fair enough. Guess we'll just camp out here then.
Then I'll pick up the mirror and look into it and see my brother's face.
Good thing there's a fireplace over there. Let's make ourselves something to eat. All this running around has made Paimon real hungry.
Watch us light it and a bunch of dead people come out of the ground. I don't know why I said that. Zombie apocalypse! Yeah, I bet you that, because they kept focusing on it earlier. I hope this bear knows how to aim, because sometimes it don't.
Goomba, get them!
You and Paimon make a fire, and before you know it, night sets in. As Goba burns down everything in the background. What is her face?
Your cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone would be enough for Paimon to stick with you.
Well, freeloading comes more naturally to you than most. That's kind of rude to say that to her. You're easy to please.
Changing the subject, Dain's taking forever. He said that there might be an issue with the nearby ley lines. How bad do you think it could be? We came together, but now it's back to just being the two of us again. You know, now that Paimon mentions it, we really have spent lots and lots of time together, haven't we?
Yeah?
So, don't take this the wrong way or anything, but, do you ever get tired of Paimon being around?
Why would you say that to me now? Not really. You're better than nothing, I guess. You make my day every day, Paimon. Well, you know, I have been through a lot in this game, and she's just there to talk to you and kind of support you. It would be kind of weird to be going through this game alone. Also, why does her hair look like somebody took like a piece of paper and just cut it with scissors awkwardly on the left side? Which would be her right. The bangs in the front, you see how it looks like they're cut awkwardly? The hell is that? Bro. Not really. You're better than nothing, I guess. I bet you that's what people say. You make my day every day.
Oh, you stop it! Now you're embarrassing, Paimon.
Are you fucking ooh-wooing me right now? I will burn you.
So, next question. Don't know if it's okay to ask this, but Paimon's curious. What was it like traveling with your brother?
With Ether?
The stars?
We gaze at the stars, just like this.
Wow.
We traveled through the universe, always by each other's side. This is the first time we've ever been separated.
Yeah. Paimon understands. Being separated without even knowing the reason why, it's just terrible. But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guy. Just you wait, Heavenly Principles, and you too, Teyvat.
Then Asmodee just shows up. You wait.
You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk about something happy instead, because if you're sad, Paimon will be too.
Don't worry about it. Thanks.
Alright. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monster's gonna come and wake you up.
Well, this is a first. Paimon not going to bed before me?
Oh, come on! Don't say that! Paimon just wants to look after you for once.
That seems hella suspicious, bro. Alright then.
Nighty-night. Go on, shoo! Off to sleep!
Oh my god. You trying to put me to sleep for something? Are you trying to do something to me? Memories of your siblings fill your mind as you fall soundly to sleep. Oh, I can actually see the symbol now. I had always complained that I could never see the symbol because it cut off on my TV and it would be too far to the bottom right and I couldn't see them. And now they moved it all the way that I can see them now. Did they do that because of what I said? Because that was something I complained about non-stop, about how the symbols, I couldn't see it loading because it would cut off on my TV. And they completely moved it all the way over. I can see it now. Why would they do that? No, seriously, why would they do that? Okay, cutscene time.
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen.
Oh God, I'm texturing it. Dang.
What a deep sleeper. You do know that we need to... Tear stains. You dreamed of your sibling last night, didn't you?
What the fuck is happening? This is awkward, bro. Stop this.
All right. Rest here a bit longer then. I'll head into the forest to investigate.
No. Wait. Why are you going to the forest? Yes, we get to hear her talk finally. How did I sleep till morning? Why didn't Paimon wake me up to switch shifts? Hang on a moment. Where is Paimon anyway? I vaguely remember Dain coming over. Did Paimon go into the woods with him, seeing how I hadn't woken up yet? Whatever the case, looks like it's just me for now. Guess it's time to stretch my limbs and have a look around. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, did that noise coming from inside the house? Paimon, is that you? No reply. I should go inside and check. Star-crossed Knight, please! That's awkward. Tear stains. Like, oh yeah, you are currently in a special story mode. You will not be able to continue if you leave. Do you wish to leave? No. So I was trying to bring up my menu to look at the achievement. Because Paimon is your menu. Because she's gone, I can't do it. Alright, I don't need her anyway. There's a reason why she was saying that. I'm not gonna say though.
Halt! What do you think you're doing? This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into my business.
Wait a
Be
minute.
gone!
You're dressed like one of the Abyss Lectors. I know who you are. I'm only here to look for my traveling companion.
Your travel companion? You mean the one that was keeping watch by your side last night?
Look at his eyes. Oh, Jesus fuck.
Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. That much I saw with my own eyes.
The way he's talking, he sounds like he's like fucking... What? I thought so. Still, I don't know if I can trust this person's word just yet. You were nearby last night?
What business is that of yours, hmm? All you need to know is that I claimed this place first, and what I do here is none of your concern.
You sound like you're trying to talk while eating a Starburst. What the fuck?
Do I make myself quite clear? Leave!
There's something strange about this person. I need to find out what he's hiding.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't think I'll have much luck trying to find my companion in the woods. I think I'm better off waiting here for them to come back.
If you must, suit yourself.
What a freak, my god!
I've been observing you.
See what I mean?
And
Sounds like a stalker.
don't look like a forest ranger, nor someone from the academia. Still, I'm warning you, no funny business. Promise me that, and you can do as you please.
I'm no villain, nor will I pretend to be a saint. Yeah, 'cause we killed a bunch of slimes. The gods have seen us. I'm no villain.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Just move aside. I'm heading in.
May I join you?
You... Oh, go on then. Have it your way. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide this anyway. Just come in. But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay? You understand me?
Relax, I've been around. It takes a lot to faze me.
Come on then.
What the fuck is happening? I'm just an innocent blonde girl. Not like I could ever do wrong. I'm gonna get kidnapped. Oh god. Oh yeah. It was believed that the Hilichurls are actually originally descendants from Khaenri'ahan who turned into Hilichurls. Why do you keep a Hilichurl at your home?
Mind your own business. Don't worry. He isn't aggressive. How could he be? He was too young for anything like that. So don't you lay a finger on him. Just find yourself a corner to rest if you're tired or cold.
You're from Khaenri'ahan, aren't you?
Huh? You know Khaenri'ahan? Who are you? Exactly. And how do you know I'm from Khaenri'ahan?
I've met others from there. Your eyes.
Do you worship a god, traveler?
I follow no god. In fact, I count some of them as my friends.
Sounds like you've had an eventful life. All right, well, my name is Ida, and you are correct. I was once Khaenri'ahan.
That's the name of my uncle's first wife. Her name was Ida, but it wasn't spelt like that.
I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, as far as I'm concerned, humans who do not worship the Seven are nigh extinct, and all who place faith in the gods are my enemies.
That sounds a little too black and white. Spoken like a true Khaenri'ahan.
That may be. But the fact is that chances to talk to people like yourself have been few and far between since the cataclysm.
I think if you were to say you see some of them as your foes, I bet you he would be like, oh, you're my friend.
This wretched curse of immortality. Who knows how long I must continue to suffer like this?
What is the curse of immortality exactly?
The curse? It was a little gift given to the people of Khaenri'ahan by those vile gods. We lost our home, our loved ones, everything. The agony of the cataclysm itself was already too much to bear, but then came the curse, robbing us any chance of release. All we can do is watch helplessly as our souls erode and our bodies decay.
So, Ida is just like Dain, someone who bears the curse of immortality. So, why did some of the people turn into Hilichurls?
Because, although Khaenri'ahan began with a single bloodline, it was a home to others too.
So people who weren't true Khaenri'ahans turned into the Hilichurls is what I'm taking it.
Any who forsook their gods and came to Khaenri'ahan were welcomed as our fellow citizens. When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Khaenri'ahans were declared the greater sinners. Upon us the gods placed the curse of immortality. But those whose ancestry belonged to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of the wilderness as they fled, turning them into monsters.
So who is this Hilichurl to you? Watch him be like my son or something.
He is Khaenri'ahan, my illegitimate son.
I literally just said that.
How times have changed. I can say that out loud with no consequence now, but it was once a matter of unspeakable shame. I was a noble of Khaenri'ahan. I resented the life that my family had arranged for me. And then, one day, I met a beautiful woman amongst the people. Her roots were in Mondstadt, but that mattered not to me. It was love at first sight.
You sound like a fucking psycho.
Khaenri'ahan faced great hardship from the very moment of his birth. all due to my selfish desires, and I was never able to be there by his side for any of it.
He does sound like he's delirious, but he did say because he's affected by that curse, his mind's being eroded, so that's probably why he talks like that.
And after